All right. So first things first. Congratulations. Congratulations on closing on your home. Now, something that I noticed at a closing is that these questions that I'm about to go over keep coming up. So I said, why not make a video about these quick questions? Not many, I think five, right? That we're going to go over real quick. Want to give it a few days after your closing because there's a lot of things that are involved with that. But here you go. Let's go over some of the questions that we find that buyers ask in the closing or at the closing table. Let's go for it. All right, so check it out. First things first, what's a pity payment? What is a pity payment? The pity payment is what it says here on the screen, but it is your monthly payment for the mortgage and taxes and insurance. All right, so the P and the I is the mortgage, how much you owe, and the interest you owe behind it, and then the taxes and insurance of owning that property as well. So, principal being the amount that you borrowed from the lender. And if you were ever to, as it says on here, if you were ever to pay extra payments, you will have to put it within the principal area, I guess, depending on how you. I'm trying to think of the word of which app you'll use. I don't know which app you'll use, but there will be a space that says principal, and you will then put that amount in there, the amount extra that you want to pay. Always pay extra on the principal. The interest, of course, is the interest rate that you got from the lender. That's part of the monthly payment, and then the taxes as well. Taxes in your area. If you're outside of city limits, great. You're not paying city taxes. If you're in city limits, you will be paying city taxes. That type of deal. That will also be rolled in your monthly payment. And then the insurance that you got, everything rolled into that. The homeowner's insurance, if you have flood insurance, all that is rolled into that one monthly payment. Now, I will say, if you are in North Carolina, taxes on the property are optional every 4 years that the municipality will go and put a new tax rate, how much they think your house is worth. They're going to put it on. They can every 4 years. They have to do it every 8 years. So just be on the lookout of that. We just got the 8 year one in 2025. So in 4 more years, they might do it. In 8 years, they will absolutely do it. So check that out. That is your pity payment. Next is escrow. What is the escrow? So for some of our investment properties, we do not have an escrow. We have to pay the taxes and insurance on our own. Well, the tax bill will actually come to us, and the insurance bill will come to us, and we have to pay that separately. If you have an escrow that they talked about at closing, it's basically a basket that holds the taxes and insurance cash in it. They collect it, they pay it. This third party pays the taxes and insurance. If you've paid too much in the escrow, guess what? You're going to get a check cut to you. If you didn't pay enough, guess what? They're going to ask for a little bit more money to cover the costs. So it's something that you don't have to worry about once you have an escrow set. That basket of your cash will be paid automatically for taxes and insurance. That's all it is. Third party holds on to the cash and essentially is your leverage to get that stuff paid. All right. More than likely, your loan will be sold. It gets sold to the what they call the secondary market, and if you could imagine another basket of thousands and thousands and thousands of loans in this one basket. Well, an investor looks at that as like, wow, look at the interest rates on the principal owed. That looks like a good investment. So they sell these baskets on the secondary market. And once that happens, your loan has been sold. What changes? Nothing. The only thing that changes is the person you're sending the money to. That's it. A little bit of a headache. Change stuff on the back end. You if you have auto pay, well then now you have to auto pay to a different place. Not that crazy, but a slight headache. So don't freak out if you find that your loan is sold. All our loans have been sold multiple times. The payment has never changed. Some companies they will hold on to your loan. Obviously, it's a great investment, but most of the time, 90+% of the time, they're going to be sold. So don't freak out. Here we go. End of year. You're going to get what's called a 1098. It is another tax form, and it's basically going to display the interest that you paid on the loan that you borrowed for your home. Now, in case, and I put, if things do not change, if the law does not change, you can claim the interest. As of today, the law hasn't changed, and we claim the interest paid, and you'll be able to as well on your taxes every single year. So look out for that 1098. That's it. Very short video, as you can see. Let me just stop that. Yeah, very short video. If you have any other questions, or maybe there was something I needed to add to this, just put it in the comments below. And of course, especially if you're one of our clients, then we'll be reaching out. You can just text me, reach out to me as well. Information will be in the description. That's it. I just want to go over that very quickly. Hope you enjoyed it and you got something out of it. Thanks so much. And again, guys, again, congratulations.